Yo, what's up, guys? Today I'm gonna show y'all the best way to easily and fast make melodies. Alright, and this is like using like a little bit of sound design, but it's gonna teach you the basics of sound design basically. So basically, what I like to do is go into Serum and then I just like pick something random here. I just pick this one, and then usually I'll just turn it into a plug. So I'll like turn the decay down. Whenever you see this like this, I'm gonna explain this real quick. So release, it's like how long it goes on for. So listen, like if I have the release on like a higher value, it'll go like this. So this is basically like the volume of it. And then if I put it shorter, and then hold, this is how long you can hold it for. Like whenever, if you hold it, hold the note. Yeah, like I don't know how to explain it. That's just how it is. And then the attack is like how the volume comes in. So like this is like it slowly increases and then it goes back down. But I don't like having it too high. I'll probably just have it somewhere like this. DK is like the same thing as hold, and then sustain is like the amount of volume that you get at its like peak. I don't know how to explain the sustain, but like I like having it a little bit low. And then I don't really like the sound, so I'm probably just gonna change it. I just literally like click a random one. Okay, this one doesn't sound bad. Then once I have that, I'll just like get a random scale. And one scale that I really like recently is this one, Japanese incense, other Japanese incense. And what I'll usually do is, you know what, I'm gonna do it in thirds, cause I don't know, I want to be unique today. And then what I usually do, I just like take the first one and then play off of it. So notice how there's A here, so I took it up one on this like second one. Boom. So boom. That's how it sounds. And then sometimes I'll like transpose it a little bit. And then usually after the second bar, I like to switch it up a little bit. And I'll just find like a random note that like kind of, I don't know how to explain it. It goes into the same scale is what I'm supposed to say, I guess. So what, look, we got G. Now let's do like C minor. And then I'll just copy that. Actually, you know what? I'm not even gonna do that. I'm gonna do this, and then this button right here is helpful, really helpful. It can help you with snare rolls, everything, bro. So boom. Boom. So like this is like the main component of it for me. Like the little synth stabs. And then maybe I'll go into like Xenology. There's this one sound that is in like every single trap bank for Xenology. It's called Sorry for the Delay, bro. This sound is just elite. I use it in literally almost all of my beats. So I'll usually like layer it with that. Literally, sorry for the delay. Look at this, 4 different banks. They're not all the same, but and there's other ones like they spell it differently. They have this one. All different forms of it is really good, but I like using this one most. So, what you doing, Michi birthday bank? Sorry, literally. And then I'll just like I'll just copy the ghost notes, and then I'll just copy and paste it. Or you could do like this. And I'm gonna get another form of it as well, and I'm gonna put it under. Let me. Alright. Bro. Boom. And maybe I'll like layer it up here since that sounded well. And then right here, I'll usually go transpose, and then all of them go down one. Nah. And then it's just like a bunch of editing, trial and error. You just gotta test stuff out. Like, maybe I'll just like... Nah, that does not sound good. Nah. Maybe I'll just like duplicate it and then... And you know what? I feel like every sound has its own potential. And guess what? I'm going to use this even though it doesn't sound that well. I'm going to just get a different version of it. Hold on, let me see. I'm going to just keep going through. The heck? Look at that waveform. Alright, so let me just put this into Shaper Box. And really, like, you can just toy around with stuff, bro. Like, just messing around will help you find something out. You'll find something through it. And usually what I like doing is, like, in Shaper Box, they have drive, crush, noise. These can really help out. Like, and I'll just get, like, a random rhythm, and then it'll just, like, create basically a counter melody to the already, like, I don't know how to explain it. Okay, that doesn't sound good. Yeah, give me a second, yeah. Hold on. Alright, hold on. Let me restart this real quick. We're gonna act like that didn't happen, alright? No, chill. Okay, I feel like it's something to do with the waveform. Literally just messing with, like, all you gotta do is just touch stuff, bro. Like, literally. One thing I like to do, I always do this. I always bit crush my melodies, but give me a second. It's gonna take me a while for it to load. Alright, yeah, so like I usually just estimate it to like 2 samples. It says it up there. Now I'll put the smooth all the way up. And now I just like throw OTT on it. Sounds a lot better, right? Alright, so look, now we're gonna add a piano. So I'm just adding a piano. And I like taking time with my melodies. And I like thinking about all the things that I'm gonna put into the melody. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just like wing it, bro. And just like, unless you really got it like that, bro. I like to put like a low delay on these pianos. I'll just put it to 3 and turn the wet down and then stereo. Actually, no, ping pong. And then turn it down a little more. Oopsies, oopsies, oopsies. And then, look, I'm about to put you on sauce. Even though I already like toyed with these. Hold on, actually no. I like listening to them individually. Alright, now I think I need to add a lead. I'm gonna go with the lead and oops. Let's delete that. Let's get that out of here. It's gonna take me a minute. I don't know why, but my FL does that, bro. Dang, bruh. Dang, bruh. Dang, bruh. Taking forever. Okay, there we go. So, I did not mean to do that again. I'm gonna just go back into Serum. And then I like going through these. Some of these guys, they got some nice. Alright, and then, oops. I'm gonna turn this. Oh my god. Alright, that's not bad. Alright, I feel like I did that. There we go. Alright, boom. And then I'm gonna just, I like spreader. Big that shit. Yes. Alright, now let's listen to the full thing. You know what would make this so much more lit, bro? Like if it was like detuned. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna show y'all this, but I'm not gonna like actually put it into like use. I don't know how to explain it. So boom. So we have all of these, but you have to EQ your melodies or else it's gonna clash with the 808s. So basically I just route them all to a bus and then I just like do it in one thing instead of, or I'll just put them all in one insert and just like EQ the whole melody. But since we have individual like things being edited, I'm gonna just put them on a bus. So 6 is the next free one, so I'm gonna use that one. So where's 6? This one. All right, then we click route to this track only, and you want to do that for all the ones that you put the melodies in, all of them. Boom. Now we're gonna go parametric EQ. I like to use this one so I could get remote. Like, just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. I'm gonna explain it. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Whoa. Alright. Then I EQ out the lows. You hear the difference. And then sometimes I like doing this. I go to gross beat and I'll just get a random preset. Let's do like Juggling Science. Juggling Science got some of the good ones. Feel me? You feel me, slash? You feel me? Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Alright. Then Return to 2 is good. I hear it a lot in beats. I know 1 a.m. used it. Alright. Now I'm gonna render it as auto clip since I want to detune it. And every time you want to detune your beats, you just want to detune the 808 and oh shoot, you know what? I should have done this. Wait, hold on. No, actually, I'm not even gonna do that. I'm not even gonna detune it. But you know what I will do? I'm gonna mess with this. Actually, no, I'm not. We're not gonna do all that. We don't need to do all that. The melody does sound good. So now I'm gonna use my friend's stash kit because he just gave it to me the other day. And then I'm gonna show y'all how to do drums too. How to do drums. Literally just click. And you know what's good to do? You can click it to the melody. So. Find the one that sounds best, like when you're playing it with the melody, and then that's literally all you do for finding a good 808. And then you want to route that to a different mixer track that's far away from that, so you don't get the confused. And then you want to oh, I forgot to show y'all what I did here. You always want to do the box, bro, but look, it like sets it up weird. So like that's how they set it up basically. But you want to hold down Alt and then turn everything off except for the hold. And you want to make sure the hold is maxed out. And then, yeah. Like, you'll hear the difference. Like, you see, it only plays when I click the note. So, and it makes it easier than doing cut itself. Because cut itself, it's not good. And then boom, like this is basic right here. Like I always do this pattern right here. Boom. You want to make like 2-3 different patterns. You want one that's like staying in the same range, like of 2 notes, and then there's one that's like going up and down type stuff. And then you want to sort that. So go split by channel. Always do that so that you could have certain notes playing at certain times. So like I don't want the lead playing in the beginning. Like you just gotta while you're like listening to the beat. And then you want to really do the drums fast so that you know what you want to do with the drums. You know what I mean? Like I don't know how to explain. Like, just like watch me do these drums real quick. I'm gonna show you another trick with these right here. So look, instead of doing it 2-step, look. Remember these arrows right here? You could just do this, hold Alt, boom. And then this is also how you make like fast rolls. Like you go like that, and boom, you gotta roll. You don't want the hi-hats to be too loud either. And maybe if I'm not liking it, I'll just like transfer width it up a little. And then you always want to do them like at least 9 bars, so you could have like a little variation. Hold on. And then like I usually like just repeat the first 5, and then like at the end of the year, like it just like switches up a little. And then you can slowly start to hear it come along. Oh, my fault. I wasn't speaking. I was locked in right there. And then at the end of the first 5 bars, I usually just like do like a few perks. Ooh, you always want to have a triangle or like the DMV, like this one, ride, and then a triangle, and then I just go like this. It just gives it so much bounce. And then here I'm gonna do another rule real fast. Always turn loop points off. It's like this. That's like the quickest way to make a snare roll. You just punch in like a random like number, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Boom. And then just boom. Arrows. Hold Alt when you're doing the arrows though, because if not, it's gonna become off beat. You see, it's not on beat. And then let's listen to it in context. Always split by channel though. Remember that. And then since this is like a snare roll, I'm gonna remove everything except for the snare roll on this behalf right here. Let's see, where's the hi-hat? Right here. And then always make sure you double click that before you click anything. And then the quickest way to remove and then copy and paste, Control X and then Control V, which is cut and paste. Alright, I'm not liking any of these hi-hats. That's the simplest way to make a melody and beat, bro. Like, it just tastes nothing. Like, it does not take nothing, bro. Like, I just made this in how long? Let's see, tools, options, project info. This took me 26 minutes to make, bro. Like, imagine you doing all these beats in like that little time. That's crazy, bro. Like, that don't take much. And then let me help y'all with the mixing right here. So notice how I removed the lows of the melody. Like this certain area right here, sub and bass. And then we're gonna go here, parametric EQ. Now look at the 808. The 808 is most prominent in this area, and so you want to boost that. And then on the master, put soft clipper, and I like using it like this, like right here. After I'm done with the beat, I usually like just transpose it around. Now that sounds better in my opinion. I just like always put your tag on the beats. Make sure you're not getting your beats stolen, bro. Copy everything. Control A to select everything. Control C, and go to the part at the end. Boom. Arrangement is done, bro. Like, it does not take much. Literally. That's how you make a beat, bro. That's how you make a beat. Simple as that.